Good morning to you. It's 6 o'clock. We're with you all the way through until 9. Alistair Campbell and Susanna here at 6:30. To our top story then, first of all, Boris Johnson has admitted Britain's supply chain problems could last until Christmas. But he insisted the situation at the petrol pumps was starting to improve and urged drivers to stop panic buying. Reports suggest 150 military tanker drivers will be ready to deliver fuel across the country by the end of the week if they're needed. Let's go. Actually ruled out giving priority at the pumps to key workers, which is what lots of people have been calling for. We've heard some quite distressing stories, haven't we? But actually some of the places, some of the petrol pumps are actually just making up their own system, aren't they now? Starmer's keynote speech to the Labour Party conference today will include a pledge to recruit thousands of new teachers in what's being called the most ambitious school improvement plan ever. Jonathan, isn't it? And a little bit blustery there for the last few days in terms of headlines. He'll be trying to bring it all back as a focus today, won't he, on what Labour would do for the country rather than the infighting. Katie Price's family say they've been concerned for some time about her mental well-being. The TV star reportedly crashed her car yesterday morning. Police arrested a woman on suspicion of driving while above the legal limit for alcohol and drugs. Katie Price's family obviously very worried about her. A judge is to rule today whether Britney Spears' father can be removed from the controversial legal arrangement. That's called the conservatorship, which gives him control over her $60 million estate and many other aspects of her life. Let's go to an ongoing saga. Is this the D-Day, essentially, for Britney? Now, Daniel Craig's final film as James Bond, No Time to Die, has received glowing reviews and praised as a fitting end to the actor's time as 007. Senior members of the royal family were at the world premiere in London, which was delayed, of course, by the pandemic. Here's all the gossip from Richard Arnold. And we'll have more from the red carpet and Richard's experience last night in a few moments. First, let's take a look at the weather. Laura is at stuff. Thanks so much, Laura. Good morning, Britain, here all the way through till 9 o'clock. Alistair Campbell and Susanna will be here from 6:30. And for all of that, the news, travel and weather, where you are. 18 minutes past 6. Let's take a look at the front pages of the new top story now. And while the Prime Minister says there are some signs that the fuel crisis is easing, this chronic shortage of drivers is still a massive problem. But upskilling enough new recruits in a short space of time, of course, is no easy task. Now, Richard Arnold's here with some very tickets for Saturday already. I can't wait. I'm not a big Bond. Anyway. Thanks, Richard. Coming up next, Alistair Campbell, Susanna here in just a moment. They'll be joined by Bern.
A more conventional plot, just so that you can follow it for the full 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Sometimes you watch Bond and you think, I'm just going to experience whatever this stunt is and just enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah.
No idea what it's related to. But this one, you think you can follow the plot.
Yeah, you can absolutely.
Isn't it?
It's a 12A, 2 hours.
Yes, I would love to take my son, but I don't know whether it's too complicated. Do you know what I mean? If you're not at 12, if you know what I mean. Well, elsewhere in the news, Sir Keir Starmer's keynote speech to the Labour Party conference today will include a pledge to recruit thousands of new teachers in what's being called the most ambitious school improvement plan ever. Jonathan's. Katie Price's family say they've been concerned for some time about her mental well-being. The TV star reportedly crashed her car yesterday morning. Police arrested a woman on suspicion of driving while above the legal limit for alcohol and drugs. Nick Dixon.
Good morning.
Credited writer, yes.
Being credited as a writer.
That's right, yeah, extraordinary. As I said, you can just tell when her biro has been just follow the plot. But I would recommend, because